What's up, guys? Alright, I think I got one more day of boxes in me. And then maybe we reroll a build, or maybe we do something, some other farming strat. I have been looking at this skill as an option. This guy made a pretty good video. It's on a different ascendancy though. I would want to do it on this one. I don't know if Jungroad made a guide. I watched this, it was only 1 minute long. I didn't really learn anything. And what's his name? I literally just watched it. No. Why can't I find his video? Subtracta made a video on this though. It might be fun to do this. I wouldn't have to level a character. I could just do it on this Pathfinder. Alright. Why can't I hit this? We're actually almost done all my T17 maps. I haven't really sold any this league. These are just honestly, we could do these corrupted ones. I'll run the corrupted ones too. What do these have on them? The more multipliers are not that important here. Well, this one's actually just really bad. Some of these are just quite bad. This is more currency. Those are okay, I guess. And why are these set aside? These are very high quant, that's why. These are for boss rushing. I'm just gonna run it anyways though. We got 10 maps. I changed my tree around. It is beyond focused. I was talking to Depano yesterday, and he gave me some advice on the boxes tree. He is right. I was noticing I wasn't really getting these altars. They just don't seem to spawn with I'm not sure if it's because they're in the boxes, or is it just because there's so many boxes they're preventing more things from spawning. But either way, I don't think the pack size really makes a difference. And then we grabbed all the beyond stuff. And that's basically my changes. We'll see how this feels. I get all my currency. You're asking a question of how I got my currency? Wait a second. I gotta sell this first. Well, I can tell you exactly what I did get for currency. Make videos on all the currency farming I do. For this, 1 divine every 3 minutes. That basically means it's 1 divine every single map in terms of profit. We did I made around 50 divines doing that of profit over the course of a day. This is pretty hard to do. This is also 1 divine per map. This is a lot easier to do than this. And it's also pretty quick, and it's really, really good for all of my build guides, because our build guides proliferate, and the difficulty of this is on builds that like can't get through a invulnerability shield. Are you a real person? That sounds like a bot message. Anyways, yeah, so I made quite a bit of money doing this. Kinetic Blast. Yeah, it's not as easy with Kinetic Blast. How do you feel? Is this still okay? Because for me, it's literally like 1 click, I blow up the whole screen. I think you need to sort of like go melee range to kill them, right? Or no, is it not like that? It might be fine, but it's not going to be quite as good. And what I'm doing now is boxes, and it's actually I've been doing really well with boxes. It's been 7 divine per map. So we did 30 maps, and this is the revenue. So that's 8 divine per map, and it costs under 2 divine to run a map. It costs maybe about between 1.5 and 2 divines per map with this much revenue per map. But I don't know if I'd recommend this, because a lot of the revenue, as you can see, like half of it is just in these chase drops that you sometimes get. It's pretty easy. Okay, nice. So yeah, I'm doing 1 more day of running the containment boxes, because I wanted to do a different atlas, and it's also just really fun, and then I'll move on to something else. A lot of my currency is made through crafting as well, though. These first 4 maps are the quote-unquote bad maps. We'll see. Really, you can't have a bad map because the stuff from the boxes are completely random, but I guess like the rest of the map loot might be on average a bit worse. Above your budget. Are you going to play up until PoE 2 and then switch over to PoE 2, or what are your plans? 100 and then you're done? Are you gonna play PoE 2? You know, I really need to practice the PoE 2 campaign to not look like a fool because they added that new act. And I don't know how to do it. Maybe on like Monday I do a act run through. I think I should do one on Minion Lich. I would like to update that guide, and that's a good thing to warm up on. Don't have to race or anything. I was very excited for Druid. I'm almost certainly gonna do Druid. I was DM'd today, and apparently, you know how Druid can shapeshift into a werewolf, a bear, or a wyvern? Apparently, any class can do that, and it's just a weapon implicit. So I'm really hoping that Druid has some crazy synergy with those weapons, so that other builds are not gonna. So that like Druid is gonna be the shapeshifter, and it's not gonna be like the best shapeshifter is just some Deadeye or whatever. That would annoy me. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Druid guide. I like to do the new class. I think it would be cool to be class specific, yeah. The problem with stuff not being class specific is then you just end up with a meta that is like one class is like slightly better and you just do everything on that one class, right? If each class has a very specific identity that it's great at, then even if one thing is technically the best, people are going to want to use the other classes just because they don't want to do that one skill. But if every skill is just the best on one class, it's just stupid. We'll see how their balanced team handles it. Nice.
Orders in. 'Twas a long journey, but the exchange went well enough.
Focal point adds a ton of damage, period. Focal point increases the effect of your mark, and your mark is like Well, for me, my mark is around 75% of my damage. If you're curious about something like that, you can always look at my path of building and just disable it, right? Um, so if we just take it off, this is the damage when I have my my map clearing stuff in. We'll see. It's like 21 to 25. It's a fair bit. Yo, Jay, thanks for the raid. How's your stream? What are you up to? $3,000 8 mod maps? You know, the last video I put out right here, you know what the map needed to run this is? Corrupted T17 maps. So if you're running an 8 mod that is, or if you're running 16.5s that drop Fortress, they're like going up quite high in value. Because this boss rush strat, Fortress is like a really, really good candidate because 3 of the 4 fragments it drops are like the highest worth ones. 2 of them are worth a divine each, and 1 of them is worth, well, it's the one that drops the charlatan. So it's like skyrocketing over the past couple days now that like Lance is making a build. Lots of people are making charlatan builds. So people were complaining. It was like ADC Fortress at one point, but they had to be like 8 mod corrupted. There's a little market in there. Yeah, Ziggurat. Ziggurat's the best one. So, like, this even has a trade link for 8 mod Ziggurats in it. 60, 70. And this is like filtering absolutely nothing. These are the trash ones. So your strat on a map base with Ziggurat, you're going to be printing money just with the 8 mods. Because in the past, like people see these as trash, right? Like you can't craft them, but we don't care because all you care about is quant on my strat. You don't care about anything else. I'm buying all your maps. Oh, you're running T17. Nice, nice. Oh well, then that doesn't work for you. You need to be 16.5 to print the 17s. I'm like 15 minutes away from Quebec. Je peux parler le français, mais je ne veux pas. Anyways. Currency, Scarab, Regex, I can share it. Yeah, here's the one I'm using. This filters for either currency or Scarabs. And I'm just using it because my Mamba build can do every single map mod. That hides nothing. It's just, if it has good currency, good Scarabs, I run it. And that's the Regex I use. Families from Quebec. Do they have the Quebecois accent? I wonder if Z-Boob does. He doesn't speak French on stream, so I don't know. Sometimes I forget he's from Quebec. Yeah, well, that's what I use for containment right there, yeah. In fact, right now, I'm just running some maps that fail even that, because I just had some corrupted maps just from the past, and I just want to get rid of them. The thing with containment is all the boxes, their loot is predetermined, and nothing on the map affects it. So obviously having more currency or more scarabs is nice, especially on Fortress, because you have those barrels. But even not on Fortress, you just have so many monsters and you're spawning them multiple times by opening these boxes over and over again. So it is good to have that stuff. But like, look, I'm about to run something with 50% scarabs, is pretty bad, and no currency. It's not the end of the world, honestly. Your odds of getting a crazy drop from the strong box is going to be the same regardless. Ziggurat has the best map drops, boss drops by far. Abomination and Sanctuary have the second best. Fortress has the absolute worst. The only reason to run Fortress is if you're specifically rolling scarabs or more currency. And you can do that without containment. Like, I don't think there's any specific synergy with containment in that. It's just it doesn't hurt, right? Like, what I'm saying is the more currency, the more maps does not make your containment boxes any better. But I don't know. I just run whatever map. I don't have to think too hard about it. Thing is, you get a lot of money from Fortress Boss. Or sorry, no, you don't get a lot of money from Fortress. You get a lot of money from Ziggurat Boss. When we were doing Boss Rush, although mind you, the money's a little bit better when you do Boss Rush because you kind of min-max for quant. I'm not min-maxing for quant. You're getting a divine profit per map. So you're getting more than a divine just from the boss. For containment, you just want to put in the reps. Just do a bunch of maps. No regen of life. So the one where it's like your life loss doesn't work. I turn off my petrified blood, and I'm hitting a lot because I have melee splash on. So I have like 20 life gain on hit, and that hits a ridiculous amount of times. It heals me like 1,000 per hit. So obviously that's not great if you have petrified blood because you can't overheal. You can only overheal with the life flask, but I just turn that off and it's fine. It can get a little dicey on Ziggurat, and I will like die to the boss sometimes just because there's like so many phases where like invulnerability phases. But otherwise it's not a big deal. That definitely is the worst mod. I could filter that out, but I'm level 100, I don't really care. I'll just tank a few deaths on that map. What is on this map? Avoid poison or something. Is it? Yeah, it is. Is it? 51 chaos res. Yeah, 75% chance to avoid poison. So on single target, this actually will be a little annoying. They can't really avoid my poison when they're in a pack, but the boss will not be fun. Player can't regen? Oh, if you can't regen, that's fine. Life flat. You know what regen is? Regen is just like this, the mod on the body armor. Life flask is not considered regen. You can life blast through that. Regen means like passive regen. You don't even like I don't need the regen on my doppel. And even our mana's gotten through Replica Sword of the Divine, so that's also doesn't matter for no regen. I'm not sure how I feel about Beyond, but I do think it's fine. The stuff I replaced on my tree wasn't important either.
I'm not up to that just yet. That would only slow me down.
The dog is in the hen house, as a commoner might say.
Not worth anything? No. That's crazy, Slayer. I don't know what that means. With that project, Diablo 2 or whatever. Yeah, we've been doing boxes for the past 2 streams, and I've switched it up. I took off Scarabs for Beyond. I want to see how that feels. With the advice from Dat. Do one more box stream, then we'll move on to something else. Korean put out a Cloister video? I put out a every streamer put out a Cloister video this league. It's just that good. It's funny. Kieran has such good reach. He can put out like the most obscure farming strat and it will get like 50,000 views. Oh my goodness. He had a farming strat I saw on my feed today. It was literally farm the Oshabi boss 50 times and it like popped off. I don't understand it. Good for him though. This map has some pretty rough mods. Like, we can obviously do it, but most of my hits are not poisoning, and even when they do, it's like massive chaos res. It's fine, but it just takes a little while. God.
You've got
16 to 14.
might want to test.
Yeah, when I was doing it, it was 16 as well. Then it went to, I think it actually did the same when I put my video out. It's honestly still worth doing it, 14 for Divine, in my opinion. You hit, dude, I hit the 3 div on the Ziggurat as well yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Are we doing a timestamp? Because at some point when I just have free time, I'm gonna make a YouTube short of that because I think it's so cool. The triple tink. Congrats, dude. Yeah, Spark is good for ultimatum. Although, I think the best ultimatum builds are the ones where you literally just go AFK. Yeah, the double apothecary yesterday, the thing spicy miso link was pretty cool. Hopefully we get one of those today.
My mana is gone.
Oh, why don't you enjoy following his builds? Oh, you just don't want to play that, yeah, fair. One of my friends was playing that this league and he got bored of it. But you know what you're signing up for when you start that, right? Like, you're signing up to literally go AFK. You better enjoy the lack of gameplay. Like, for a lot of people, that's a positive, right? So. But it also, I guess you feel like you have no control. The game is playing itself. I don't know. I hated the only AFK build that I ever played, which was Retaliate Glad. Fuck that. Worst build ever. Never tried playing Thorns.
Let's get it done. Cover me.
Your 4 sheets of notes. Oh. That's a little bit much to expect someone to read, I suppose. I do try and keep my notes as concise as possible. Because even then, I know people are not going to read them, so... At least they have less of an excuse this way when I go tell them, no, it's in the notes. But actually, I don't really say that. I make sure anything important's in the video. Yeah, I did a 50 mil shipment. I got 2 mirror shards.
My miner is gone.
World Loop is nice because it's... Well, yeah, it's like AFK, but it's more like an auto bomber. I wouldn't call that an AFK build. It just like shoots for you, right? This doesn't need to make build guides. He's eclipsed the need. Now he just features other people and their build guides go on his channel. Good for him, honestly, for getting big enough to not have to make a build guide. He's not a build guide maker anymore. He's just the biggest PoE personality. Is he the biggest? I think Quinn might be the biggest, actually. I'm not sure. Who's bigger? One of those two. Ogon is not bigger than Quinn. Is he? No, there's no way. It doesn't mean he's bigger than Quinn. Quinn doesn't even have to make a YouTube video. Quinn does not make any YouTube videos. That's how big he is. His YouTube videos are just montages of him because he's absolutely massive. Yeah, but Ben isn't bigger than Quinn or Dizern, I don't think. Actually, maybe. He might be. I'll follow Amy Pie. Professional video editor of Dead Rabbit. Dead Rabbit's already doing full League Start practice runs for PoE 2. It's making me feel lazy. I saw his YouTube today. He did a 7-hour run. I'm like, oh my god. I gotta Get on that train too. Just hear blasting away. I need practice. I'm a PoE 2 tourist. I'm not the streamer that plays PoE 2 for 4 months. I play it for like 3 weeks and then move on. I need a lot of practice. Oh god. We're gonna get on that soon. They added a new act. I've done the new act 1 time, and I struggled mightily that 1 time. But nice. Disdain. Ben is Faker's father. True. How long has he been winning for? I don't follow League of Legends, but I feel like I've been hearing his name for years. Do these guys not just get old and retire? I thought you had to be young to be good at that game. Speaking of Michael Jordan, I was watching this YouTube short today, and it was showing the process of making an NBA ball, and it was absolutely absurd. I didn't realize what went into it. You guys know how hard it is to make an NBA ball? First of all, it's made out of real leather, which no store-bought ball is. And then real leather is apparently like really hard on your skin, so they have to like shoot it through this device for months to like soften up the leather so that it's not going to destroy these guys' hands. And then I don't know, there's like all these steps. It's ridiculous. Like for a sports ball, I couldn't believe what went into it. In football also, those things are meticulously crafted. And for hockey, it's just like a rubber puck. It takes nothing. I think that short was saying every team is only given less than 100 balls for the entire season, for like to practice, to do like everything with. That's how hard they are to make. So like they can't lose their balls or give the basketballs away. They put dirt in baseballs? That's crazy. I did not know that. I'm not a big sports fan. Although I am Canadian, so I do like hockey. Although even I don't watch it really. Ain't got time for that. I wonder how many people just watch sports because of sports betting. I bet it's like at least half. Okay, what is happening? I have no flasks. This is the one This is the one horrible map mod.
On the wind today, wouldn't you say, Exile?
What is on this map? Is there reduced flask? There has to be, yeah, it's 75 reduced flask. It's attack block too. Which I could fix easily, but I'm choosing not to.
You've got affairs you might want to tend.
You played Mamba and you didn't like it? How much did you put into the Mamba character? What didn't you like about it? You didn't like Whirling Blades? No, you didn't like Accuracy Sacker because of Whirling Blades. Wait, why do you hate Whirling Blades? I'm Whirling Blades right now. I don't hate it. What's the issue with this? Oh. What attack do you use with Accuracy Sacker this league? It's a Lightning Strike?
There's a fair breeze on the wind today, wouldn't you say,
Figure about it,
Exile?
By not cheap, what do you mean by that? I guess the nice thing about doing Accuracy Stacker is it's like more than one build in one, right? You can just swap the skill gem and swap maybe a few things and you get a different build. That does sound like a fun skill to do. What do you think is a good amount to invest in a Accuracy Stacker? For example, I think for Mamba a good amount would be like 200 plus. You can do it for cheaper, but I think it should be more. Simplex is 2 suffix, 1 prefix. Wait, you want... Yeah. Okay. Did you lock it and double it or nah? You didn't. So it could be twice as much. Dude, you gotta start locking that with a reflective mist. Oh, you... True, true. I forgot. You're right, you're right. I did know that, but I haven't made one of those in like a year, so... Rip. There's that calculator on Craft of Exile that shows you the proper fossils for any craft.
That would only slow me down.
To help you, real quick, bub, huh? Sure. Why, you can link me in game.
But the exchange went well enough.
What are you trying to do here? Are these for Peaconk? Do you really need to make these better? Because these look extremely good the way they are. Um, I don't know about chaos spamming for T1 evasion. That's like a wild matron beast every single time you chaos spam. One way you could do it is like make your implicits so that Eldritch currency only affects prefixes, and then you craft to block whatever prefix is like the highest weighting, I don't remember, and then you just what are they called, the annul and the exalt, Eldritch annul, Eldritch exalt.
Orders in. Was a long journey.
Make sure you don't have the one that overwrites the suffix. And yeah, you always want to block something with a benchcraft because it drastically improves your odds, right? But like, geez, these gloves are really good as is. I don't even know if you have to. But if you, I guess that would be my suggestion if you wanted to make them better. Bought a prog, Laurel, and divined it. Huge. You know, we have so much flask like buffs that even like a low rolled one would be good. But I do agree that it is probably optimal to just buy a low roll one and divine it a few times. It's still nice to just have a good one. That's what I did as well. That's huge. The price is already very high. Yeah, those things are really niche. Glad you enjoyed it. Oh, you talked about the PoE 2 teaser today? True. Yeah, I wonder what that'll be like. I'm hoping they do more for the end game than just the expansion. I'm expecting them to like severely overhaul just the overall end game, because that's what they promised, did they not?
That would only slow me down. A fresh meal.
Orders in! Was a long journey, but the exchange went well enough.
I'm kind of surprised how I don't need Defiance of Destiny on this build. Like, I don't feel like there's ever a situation where I might even need it. We can tank shotgun attacks just fine.
Impressive, but futile. Beckons just beyond the door.
You've got affairs you might want to tend.
Alright. I'll be back in a second. I've got some food waiting for me. Vol side areas in PoE 2. Do you guys think we're gonna get Vol gems? Wonder. Because supports kind of act like... Not really, I guess. Maybe we'll get Vol gems. And this is dropping again. This spiked up for a bit. The best in the whole series? Crazy. They would end it on a cliffhanger. So now you have to wait a month. You guys gonna get anything for Black Friday tomorrow? Last Black Friday? I don't think I even looked. Your new PC? Nice. I got my PC parts right before the Trump tariffs. God bless. I don't need any this year. I gave my mom my old PC, which is about 8 years old. And now she's complaining to me that it can't update to Windows 11. God damn it. I don't know why Microsoft did that. Like, it's a pretty fast PC. No, like, there's a... If you Google the CPU, Microsoft did a cutoff. Like, stuff 8 years old cannot have Windows 11. Are you... Yeah, I don't know. That computer's new enough. Like, it's 8 years old, is kind of old, but like, it has an M.2 drive. It's like, it's pretty fast. It was good tech for its time. Wait, Windows 10 has a year more of updates? I thought... Oh, I thought it was less for some reason. I didn't know. That's not bad then. Oh, because you're EU, you get 1 more year. Well, she's not EU, so she's screwed. I like EU a lot. I'll probably just buy her a new computer. I don't think she's gonna want Linux. I'll be right back. I didn't get enough food. I agree, Fuzan. It's crazy. There might be a way to like use I don't know, some way of like bypassing it. I don't know. Maybe you can't. Oh, I do that as well. I'm not signed into like my Hotmail or anything. Actually, I am. How did that happen? Just Titus Windows. True. This is an application. I use it because I want it to have 100% uptime. If it's used when it's full, maybe you're backtracking through the map. It runs out and you haven't killed a monster in like 20 seconds. It's gonna turn off. I don't mind pressing 2, 3, 4, 5 every time I re-enter my map. It's not a big deal. What does that do, Miso? What should I be using that software if I download it? What do I do with it? Can we do minus 20 max res? Let's try it. I've made this map incredibly difficult. I might actually rip this boss. I don't know. Wait, so what kind of updates am I getting that you're not getting that are bad updates? Wouldn't you assume that if they're updating something, it's a good update, even if it's not a security update? Oh my goodness. Actually, that reminds me, when PoE 2 launched, there was a Windows update bricked my PoE 2. I couldn't play it. That was so frustrating. And it wouldn't let me roll it back either. I had to, I don't even know, I had to jump through some crazy hoops. That's a good idea. Like, I couldn't even launch PoE 2 to make YouTube videos because it would just crash within minutes. It wouldn't even crash, it would like freeze my computer. It was crazy. Such a bad bug.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Really, Haley? I feel like I wouldn't mind if it came a little bit later. I'm excited to play Druid, but at the same time, like, come on. We're literally not a month in the league. This league came out in Halloween. October 31st. It's just crazy to me what they're doing. It's too much PoE, honestly. Hey, Vixius. That being said, I think on Monday I'm gonna boot up PoE too. And we're gonna do a Lich practice run to shake off the rust. I'll shake off the rust with a minion build because those are relaxing. Enough PoE. Haley, you quit the league like 2 weeks in. What do you mean not enough PoE? I have a feeling after like a month of PoE 2, I'm gonna want to come back to PoE 1. And it's just gonna be a little sad because the viewer base is gonna be gone. Like, if they had just let us have a little bit more time with this, then like PoE2, I wouldn't come back to PoE1 afterwards, and I don't know. My blood is filled. We gotta do the weak mechanic. I'm getting Syndicate a lot. Did I path through Syndicate nodes? No, I didn't.
I'm not up to that just yet. Death will never come for an immortal. Darkness swarms. Your soul burns for me. Kulamak! Give your soul to me. Your soul burns for me.
That's
Kulamak!
fine. Okay.
My mana is gone.
Your soul burns for me. Kulamak!
Orders in. 'Twas a long journey.
That's what I worry about. PC do I have? It's not that new. My graphics card is I don't remember the numbers of these things, but it's like the Nvidia one from a year ago. But I feel like for Path of Exile 1, you need a really good CPU. And my CPU is, I mean, it's not definitely not bad. It's a 5800X, I think. And that's quite a few years old now. But it was pretty decent for its time. I don't have anything crazy. Yeah, it still runs well. I think when you buy a PC and you're a Path of Exile gamer, you just have to get like not the i5 CPU. You need to get like the one higher up, i7 or the AMD equivalent. I don't really know too much about PC specs, but that's just like my gut feeling is you need to, even if you ask for advice on like a Discord, like build my PC or whatever, you gotta get like one higher up than the one they say is good enough. Because this just requires a better CPU than most other things. It might also be, what is your build? Are you playing a different build than me? Some builds just lag more, honestly. For example, Poison Spark will lag a lot more than what I'm doing because that needs to calculate all of these little vine spikes, like thousands and thousands of vine spikes, and that can lag. I don't have projectiles on this skill. I don't have any of that other stuff, so it's a little bit easier in the PC. What is ES? Oh, that should be fine, I think. I don't think that's very graphically intensive. I don't know why. It's not a skill problem with that. Earth Shatter lags more than Mamba? Interesting. What is this?
Death will never come for an immortal. Darkness walls. Mortal.
I have not done anything yet, no.
Kulamak. Arise, my children. Feed. Give your soul to me.
Yeah, I was saying maybe it's a skill issue typer, but he was using Mamba and Earthshatter, which I think both of those are relatively tame, aren't they? Switching over to Acri Sacker, I feel like if anything that might be even worse. I'm not sure. Maybe not.
Your soul burns for me.
Depends what strike you
Give
use.
your soul to me. Kulamak. Mortal.
Yeah, that should be good. Nice, double frag. 2 div.
There's a fair breeze on the wind today, wouldn't you say, Exile?
Godslayer.
Enter. She will soon bear fruit. The Genesis tree accepts your offering. She is pleased. The Genesis tree accepts your offering.
A random 6-link bow? What the hell?
Yes, just like that.
Lightning fracture. I think that's low, right? 19.
The dog is in the hen house, as a commoner might say.
Dude, you literally said that joke in my Twitch chat the other day.
I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile.
You want me to say Kenya, and then you were gonna say Kenya something something something. Yeah. Probably would have worked if he didn't say it already. The other problem with that joke is you're assuming the other person is intelligent enough to know that Kenya is a country in Africa. And I don't even know if I would know that if I wasn't told the joke before. Because I just don't think about stuff that happens on the other side of the world. It's too disconnected from my life to take up any of my thoughts. But why would you need to know that? Besides, like, trivia night, why would you ever need to know what the countries on the other side of the world are? Where are my tinks? I used up all my luck yesterday.
I'm not up to that just yet.
That's crazy, just a guy. What the fuck? Is that two fracturing orbs? I feel like that's a pretty rare card, but unfortunately fracturing orbs are worthless. Well, not worthless, but compared to most leagues, they are. Ooh. That's pretty good.
My mana is gone.
Right now we're listening to like a 25-minute prog rock song. Maybe this shouldn't be in this playlist. This feels like this has been going on forever. I like the song, but it's too long. Where do you see? Another 5 div. True. Because of that new jewel? Must be right. Why are they so expensive? Jewel wasn't even new. That jewel existed last league. Lost privates are worthless. Yeah. The trade-off, you either get the a little bit more scarabs from those barrels, or you get good boss frags. It's still good to run Fortress though. It's a good layout. Has the barrels. I'm just running, honestly, the maps I have. I have nothing against Fortress. In fact, when I run out, I might buy some Fortress. Why, Haley? Beat the boss, true. Oh my god. Have you guys ever ripped a hole in your jeans before? In high school, I ripped a hole in a pair of skinny girl jeans.
That would only slow me down.
Pretty good base. Maybe I should keep it.
You've got affairs you might want to tend.
You leveled 4 different builds? Nothing wrong with that. I'd say that's honestly more normal than me just playing one build. I want to make another build. I want to make Soul Run to the Spiral. But I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe on the weekend we'll do it. I'm not sure. We're so close to PoE 2. I don't think it would be hard though. What is happening? What do I have on this map? Block. I'll take the block. You know, I say I'm not a big fan of this Beyond. I just don't notice it. I could just be getting unlucky though. I like my old tree a little bit more. Ooh. You guys make new builds because you get frustrated with your last one and you think the grass is greener? Or do you make new builds just because you like to play lots of different stuff? Both? Really? What builds did you find you needed to roll off of because they weren't good? Three cards and then went down to 0? Oof. Bill has league started brand and just not rerolled, done the whole league on brand. Nice. I respect that. That's a good skill. Why swap off of it?
Hello.
If we had lots of time, I would probably make a poison penance brand just to see how it felt. Just for a few days. In fact, there's a decent chance I do that towards the end of the league. So this league still has 3 months left.
We'll make it happen.
Exactly. $8 months ago, oof. PoE 2 is in like 2 weeks. Is that 2 weeks? Maybe 3. I think it might actually be 3 weeks. It's on the 14th. Is that 3 weeks? The 27th right now. How can that be 3 weeks? It's like 2.5 weeks? No, but it's on a... Is it... It must be 2 weeks in 1 day, right? It's in 2 weeks in 1 day, I think. Made a huge mistake of trying to make a headhunter tornado shot guy. Wait, why was that a mistake? That can work. Can't it? Maybe just like the meta doesn't have enough defense. I don't know. How did Bo get nerfed? Like, what's wrong with Ellie hit of the spectrum, for example? You got a slight suppression nerf, and what else? Like, I played Bo's last league, although I only did it for the BPL, which was like 3 days. But for non-T17 maps, it was good. That's true. It is kind of pigeonholed a little bit. Yeah, but Phil, that's still a bow skill. You can still then just replace it. This build does everything. This is like an endgame GG build that does everything you could possibly ask for it to do. Clearly, it's a very good mapper, right? You're watching me map. But it also trivializes the bosses. Mamba? Have you played Mamba before? It's fun. I don't think it's too different from brands. It's really not. Like, I'm just walking around clicking and everything's dying. Isn't that basically what you do with brands as well? You just right click as you run around and loot. I think the gameplay is honestly very similar. Because you don't need to click on the enemy for you to hit it.
My mana is gone.
So if I put a brand at my feet here, it's going to hit something here. I don't believe you. Really? You need to actually put it somewhat close to the enemy, don't you? There's no way it off screens. Really? So you can put a brand at your feet and it will attach to something off screen? That's actually crazy. Okay, that's really good. That's incredibly good. That's so far. $12 meters is incredible. That's like off screen. Honestly, even like 9 meters, I would say that's incredible. Yeah, but like honestly, like six meters is pretty good still. If you can get it, if you can get even like remotely close to 12, that's crazy. Yeah, you don't need that much. How much do you go for, Phil? 6? 6 seems like a lot. If someone said it in feet, would you even know? Like, how can you visualize what a foot is in a video game? I like, what? I just know what meters is in this game because it's like what it's called. So I know what like this is maybe 3 meters. This is like 6. This is 9. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not that far off, I don't think. It's about that.
Orders in.
Yeah, 5.1 is
A
very
long
good.
journey, but the exchange went well enough.
How's Mamba? Anything new? That's my video on it. It's incredibly strong still. Anything new? I am doing things different than last league, yeah. The defensive package I have is still largely what Jung Roan did. We're able to just like face tank uber boss attacks, so the defense is still like unrivaled. Can still do all map mods. I've pushed out strike range quite a bit. Makes it a lot comfortable. It doesn't feel quite as melee. What are we trying to craft here? What is your goal? Yeah. You want that to be 35. Okay, so if anyone is trying to get glove implicits, you want to just keep raising that till it's 35. So the Searing Exarch says lesser, and the one you want to raise says greater. So if they're both greater, it's a 50-50 which one goes up. But if the Searing Exarch, which is like the bad one, is higher, then it's more than 50% chance that the one you want to go up will go up. So you want to put an expensive Searing Exarch Ichor, and then you do a conflict. Because then the conflict orb will be better than 50-50. It will be better than 50-50 chance to raise the one you want. And then as it does that, it's going to lower the bad one. So every single time you win a conflict, you need to reapply the most expensive Searing Exarch one to keep the odds of it flipping higher and higher. And eventually, they're both just going to be the level 4, right? At some point, you're just going to raise it high enough. I don't even have one. But at that point, you can't get better than 50-50. So you just slam conflicts until it goes up. Yeah. But he might just have a lot of money. You might need a bunch of conflicts. I don't know. Good luck. But that's the best strat to progressively increase it until it's the maximum. Or buying out the gloves? I don't know. Are conflicts really that expensive? I don't have one. I can tell you. Is 35% the perfect roll, or is it one below perfect? If it's one below perfect, I don't think it's very hard to hit. Like this right here is exquisite for 2 strikes. This was not hard for me to hit. Oh, it is perfect? Yeah, so you need to win a 50-50 so that one goes up to 1 above and the other one goes down to 3, and then you reapply the Searing Exarch, and you might just need to click like 10 times because you need to like win an unfavorable. But if you're happy with the other mods on this, I don't know, you could try. How much money do you have? If it was me, I have like 700 div right here. I'd just make it myself. As for the Mamba silent R, you can just look at the POB. We're doing stuff that I think are new, but I mean these. I guess one thing is we're 90 Chaos and 90 Lightning, which is extremely good with the shifting all damage over to Chaos and Lightning, and that's made easier with fugitive ring bases. Not super unfavorable, 56-44. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I need to buy more maps. Might just want to make a trade search for pre-rolled maps because why not, right? We're gonna buy them anyways. Might as well buy good ones. What was my filter? What was this looking for? This is like scarabs at least 70% and currency at least 140%. We could do that again. I don't know what that means, Torb. I love this song. This is a good one. What game are you requesting? So this has been up for a long time and it's 210 currency, 90 scarabs. Maybe we don't do less recovery rate of life and energy shield, but I'm gonna run this one anyways because it's just so juicy and I like the challenge. But yeah, that mod is cancer. What? It booted me? This does look nice. Wait. I wanted the real one. I could probably get this game when it actually comes out. It's coming out soon. I'll play this when it comes out. Remind me when it comes out and I'll grab it. Am I gonna get kicked from this guy's hideout again?
Got you a good deal.
Yeah, I have scarabs
Didn't say so
weighted as
myself.
2. You don't think this is good? I have a weighted sum of a minimum 200. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, what? Here. I just have a... I just want to just sort by best, right?
You've got affairs you might want to tend.
Exile?
You've got affairs.
I just
you
realized
might
I'm
want to
pulling out...
tend.
Am I pulling out currency from this? I don't think so.
The dog is in the hen house, as a commoner might say. There's a fair breeze on the wind today, wouldn't you say, Exile?
Wait, this guy just 1 millisecond before me, he got it. I literally clicked it and it didn't go into my inventory. That's crazy.
There's a fair
Unbelievable.
breeze on the wind today, wouldn't you say, Exile? Orders in. 'Twas a long journey, but the exchange went well enough.
But doesn't it feel nice just being able to buy like the best rolled maps? The mods do not matter even in the slightest. This feels really nice. Are you drinking a... How do you pronounce that? Paloma? Paloma? Peacock is chaos damage. Why do you need... Aren't you just innately immune? What is killing you? Do you have like a tiny amount of fizz? I don't think reflect should be an issue. If it is, you can definitely solve for it. Well, just hover over your tooltip. This will tell you. It was a fizz reflect map, was it? And you have like a small amount of fizz from like a ring or something, and that actually killed you? Because, I feel like the instant leech should overcompensate for reflect. I'm surprised that you're dying to reflect. Does anybody else in chat who started Peacock have issues with reflect? I never did. And I did have the small amount of reflect on the betrayal sting. That wasn't enough to do anything. It might not have been a reflect. I don't know. Well, if you go back into the map or whatever it was, you'll know if it was reflect or not. If you're worried, you could change the Pantheon to Yugal for that map. Why did my acceleration shrine disappear in like 10 seconds? What the fuck? Rip. This either has a void poison or block, I think. What does it have? Maybe not. Is just the 50 chaos res? No way. It is. also did a thunder one. What genre?
My mana is gone.
That's crazy, Hailing. To do that to someone just trying to help you out. When I think of that band, I think of League of Legends. I've never listened to another song by them. Ooh, a div. Let's go.
That would only slow me down.
Orders in. Business.
I still don't know the correct order to kill these bosses. There's technically an order to kill them where it's the least difficult. I should really learn it. It's really cool, Cuddly Cow. I love this song. They have quite a few good songs, actually. Like 2011 reunion tour. That was so long ago. You like Jack's Mannequin as well? What is the mod on this that is so fucked? It's not the Chaos Res. What is it? Is it? I don't know if it's this. The debuffs expire faster. Does that affect Wither? Is he just never withered? Probably, right? Maybe he doesn't have Wither. But whatever it is, I think it's this, and it's actually a terrible mod. Debuffs on monsters expire faster. Yeah. But basically, I have no Wither in that map. Wither is very big. It's obnoxious. I also did not swap over to my damage support. I obviously I should have. It wouldn't have looked so bad. This still would have been very bad. I had done something like that, and then chat was asking me to put it back on. My reasoning is to hide it is that you probably are gonna walk over it anyways. I should do that right now, actually. No. I'm not boss rushing right now. I'm doing containment scarabs. I was rolling with this, which is either 70 scarabs or 140 currency. But actually, if you just want to buy them, this is so much better because it's just literally going to give you. I'm just waiting. Currency is half as important as scarabs. Realistically, I don't even necessarily agree with that because this would be like maybe if you're doing fortress, but I'm not doing fortress, so I don't think scarabs are that important. I can probably make this worth less. And then I'm just getting, these have like crazy rolls on them. My favorite anime? Normally I'd say Fooly Cooly, but I've been getting a lot of Evangelion memes on my phone, and now I really nostalgic to rewatch that. So maybe both of those. They're both made by the same studio.
You've got a Fez
What does my anime list say my favorite one is? It's probably gonna say those two. Last anime I watched was 2023. That's not true though. I keep rewatching Fooly Cooly. How do I do it? Completed. Yeah. Evangelion. Spirited Away? Yeah. Fooly Cooly. Honey and Clover is good. This is, I don't know, probably nobody's watched this. This is some random one. I gave Attack on Titan a 10. That is crazy. I don't know if that deserves a 10. It's pretty good though. But I gave it a 10. A 10 is crazy. What did I want to do after this map? Just do another map? I don't even know. I've never watched that. What makes it so good, Cuddly Cow? The reason I like Evangelion is not because of the mechs, by the way. I don't feel like it's a mech anime, even though there are mechs. Maybe I'll watch Code Geass sometime. How do you pronounce that? Oh, fuck, I hate drowning orbs. What does BL mean? Oh. No. Want to love and hate at the same time. Oh, that's like Shinji in Neon Genesis.
I'm not up to that just yet.
The next anime I'm gonna watch is One Punch Man. The new season's like happening right now. I will definitely want to watch that. Working for you? Nice. You're welcome. Yeah, that was a fun one. Watch Code Geass or watch One Punch Man. Is it still funny? I like it because it's funny. It's also very moving. I cried when Moomin Rider was that, you know what I'm talking about in season 1, right? When he was trying to fight the villain. I haven't even seen season 2, honestly. I only watched, or maybe I don't remember. Maybe I did. It's been so long. I don't think I did though. I think this might be the worst out of all the T17s. It doesn't have barrels and it doesn't have good fragments and it has nothing. Probably should not be running this. You need to buff this map. Yeah, it's just worst everything. I'm gonna not buy another one of these. I probably bought a lot of them, right? Yeah, these are all... I just bought a whole bunch of Citadels, god damn it. That's what I get for sorting by price.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Someone on YouTube comment said Bismuth changes the map quantity. Right now it's 154. It did not change it. Fuck.
Orders in. 'Twas a long journey,
Does,
but
doesn't
the
it?
exchange went well enough.
Yeah.
That would only slow me down. My mana is gone.
Oh my god, I don't have a TP.
The dog is
I
in
can't
the
even see these
hen
rounding
house,
orbs. It's fucked.
as a commoner might say.
Hello. Malachi. Keep your life to your own.
Today is good. Thank you.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Well, I think with asynchronous trade, like a lot of beasts are just cheap now. I don't know how good it is. I feel like it's kind of annoying. But maybe you make a lot of money. Like I don't see it though. I don't think the gameplay of beast farming is particularly engaging. Running around killing a lot of beasts and having to stand around waiting a few seconds for this guy to net them all. It's obnoxious gameplay. I don't see the upside. If the prices were good, I would understand, but I don't think the prices are good. It's approximately 60 yellow beasts for a divine, which ain't bad, but I mean, that stuff is kind of annoying to sell. I would probably be too lazy to sell it. I think the cloister farm is a lot more enjoyable, a lot easier to liquidate. You farm like 5,000 sack decks in a day. At the end of the day, you just list it for like 60 div. There you go, for whatever it's worth. Just it's a one click. You make all your money back and more. Beast requires doing so much stuff outside of the map to make your money. To me, that's very unappealing.
Godslayer, good day.
I gotta make some chaos orbs.
What do we... All in order. I'll let you know. The dog is in the hen house, as a commoner
Would
might
Beast a great
say.
quality of life? Well, it's better, but it's compared to other things, it's you still like the fact that they improved it doesn't mean it's good.
You might want to tend. You've got affairs you might want to tend.
You can't bulk list. You can't sell these beasts on the automated market, but other strats like thanks for the sub. Like stack decks or boss rushing, you literally just like take these to Faustus and you instantly get your divines, which is hard to beat that. Alright, I don't want to run these maps. We're gonna do these.
today.
Decided Citadel's not worth it.
I think I can sell that.
I really like the Kirak beast because it's self-sustaining aside from buying those scouting reports. What's the scouting report that's the best odds of giving beasts? Is there one? Last league when I was doing it, I thought there was one that gives more, right? It's not worth it. You just use the cheap one. It's a good tip to not roll over the harvest. Do people buy logbooks at this point in the league? I don't even farm my logbooks. I don't try and sell them. I did. That's not good. This is incredibly bad. Why is it tinking? It's a mistake. Let me fix that right now. That's crazy that that's tinking. Why is Kiara's determination worth anything? No, it's not. That's a bug. That's not supposed to be worth anything. Um, Let me fix the gold as well. Why do you need gold? Doing all this T17 farm over the past week, I have like 10 days worth of gold now. Into Archtree.
The dog is in the hen house, as a commoner might say.
I don't know what he means by that. The dog is in the hen house? Why is he saying that? How does that mean I have money? Oh, double divide, let's go. I get what it means, like the dog is eating the bird, but why does that mean you have money? Oh.
The dog is in the hen house,
This
as
guy
a
needs to shut the fuck
commoner
up.
might say. Ahoy there.
Half the time I just pull the stuff out of here because I don't want to hear him talk anymore. Spark build still viable? No. They'll have to do some things differently. They've reworked Archmage. What did they do to Archmage again? I think like the mana cost is a bigger problem though. I don't even remember. Although actually someone did say they followed it and it was fine. But like they said they were playing my Archmage Spark build. So I'm not sure. Oh, was it? Really? Hold up. Then nothing's changed. I thought they did something. Oh, I guess it hasn't been changed. Hmm. Well, you don't want to go off this thing. You want to go off the actual playlist. This is much better. Um, this one should be fine. Wait, I think they changed Eternal Bless. Did they change Eternal Blessing? I think this was changed. I don't know if you can Zealotry and Eternal Blessing anymore. Or wait, maybe no, we can because we are Archmage, right? Archmage can do it because we don't reserve auras. Never mind. It was nerfed for other classes, I think. I gotta run back an Archmage build. I haven't played one in a long enough time. I'm a little rusty. Look on PoE Ninja actually. This is so hard to look at. This guy's playing Spark, Widowhail, and look at his quiver. The crit multi with bows does not do anything for him. This quiver does nothing, and his whole build, like, he doesn't have anything else. This is so bad. What? This quiver could be like a million times better. Oh my god. All of these quivers are terrible. This is Poison Spark. But again, this quivers could be much better. Can't believe everyone's doing the rear guard. Much better with a crafted rare quiver. Much better. This guy's following what I did. If you are interested in playing the Archmage Spark build, this I can just tell, look at it, this is good. This is extremely good. This is basically my setup. And yeah. I'm gonna favorite this. Everything here makes sense. This is the best quiver I've seen. I'm sure some of this is different now, but no, this looks good. That's crazy. Almost, I would say half those people are trolling, at least. Archmage Sparkix all in? I mean, you can just do what I'm doing right now. Hit stuff far off screen. It's not going to be as tanky as this build. The reason Mamba can get so ridiculously tanky is because it kind of cheeses its damage in a way where it doesn't need too much investment. Spark, you do invest quite a bit. But Spark, a lot of your damage is through mana, and mana is your defense. So Spark also sort of double dips, but it's not as efficient as Mamba. I don't know, you can do most things with it. You can have higher damage than the build I'm playing right now. Guess that's an upside. It's definitely not meta, and it's like for a reason it's not meta, right? It is killable. Yeah, it's better to be in tighter places. All T17 maps are pretty tight. What minimal level should it be for Mamba? It depends what content you're doing. I don't know, if you're just doing like T16 maps and leveling, you probably don't need all the points. But to do crazy stuff, you're gonna want to have most of the points. I wouldn't level the campaign with it, that's for sure. A lot of our points are just getting low tolerance medium clusters, which are damage, but you don't need damage for a lot of content. Like, just to level your character, you don't need that much damage for that. You don't need that many levels if you're skipping low tolerance clusters.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I'm gonna fix the block for this one.
You will know pain. Inevitable. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile. Beckons.
My mana is gone.
Song's called I Found a Way by Alkaline Trio.
slow me down. I'm not up to that just yet.
You will know pain. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile. You are only delaying the inevitable.
My mana is gone.
What's going on here? What the last mob is?
Hello.
Nobody drops though. Lab's tree cursed me. I swapped to Beyond and I've dropped nothing. It's not the tree though, it's just unlucky. But I don't feel like Beyond is adding anything, I might take it off. I'd like a divine value scarab on the ground. Where the hell was that? Did I pick it up? I don't know where I died last time. Dude, I don't know. That's so long ago. What about you? Maybe I liked English. I like to read. That's probably my favorite. Must have looted it.
Miss,
Um, stretch my legs, I'll be right back. I'm curious how much money I made today. Let's see. It's not a lot. So we went from 240 to 287. Doesn't feel like I got any drops though. Why? Hmm. 45 div. We're making a lot more the last 2 days. What we swapped was I took off a lot of Scarab nodes. And I took off the Eater World nodes and we added all the Beyond nodes. I think I'm gonna put the Scarab nodes back on. We'll do one more map though of Beyond. Thing is, I don't think the Scarab nodes are that important either, so... What the fuck is happening? Are these alder explosions not killing me? There's just so many of them. Oh, that's nice.
I'm not up to that just yet. That would only slow me down. That would only slow me down.
Made 44, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I made 54 div today. Or like 15 maps. 15, 30, 5. Yeah, I made less than, much less than the other 2 days. Wow. Like the 4th and the 6th most profitable thing was the 2 fragments. And actually, you can kind of ignore Apothecary and Insane Cat, because these are just lottery. Doing Containment Scarabs, the most you the most you make is from the boss. Like, you could just boss rush. I feel like the conclusion here is that the boss rushing strat is probably better if, like, the best thing, most of your profits is literally from the boss key. That's just wild to me, actually. I didn't think. Well, actually, hold on. That's not true, though. Because there's like a million thing that the profited from, like a billion different things. Never mind. This is only 35 out of 187. Okay, no, it's not the majority of the profit. It's quite small, actually. It's less than a quarter. It's less than a fifth. They just happen to be worth a lot. That's why they're at the top. Nor realistically how much of this I will even sell. I just don't care to sell most of it. I feel like it's quite misleading. A lot of this is just garbage. It was fun though. I mean, it was worth it just for these lottery drops.
I really must visit Teo Nui again.
Okay, tomorrow we're gonna do something different in Path of Exile. I don't know what. And I'm gonna try this game. This game looked pretty cool. It's like old school graphics. And you're a terrible person who has done awful things, and now your past has finally caught up to you. As you wake in an abandoned warehouse covered in your own blood, you hear a phone ring from across the room. They've drilled a bomb into your head, and now they have a job for you. Kinetic, fast-paced, ultra-violent first-person shooter where you fulfill contracts to those holding you hostage, and then you like buy guns. You buy weapons. This, I wonder if this is like Hotline Miami, but a first-person shooter. I'm not sure, but that's what it made me think. And it's rated 97% positive with a lot of reviews.
How goes the adventure?